Hi, everyone. Welcome to Living Wisdom and Dharma World. Today, we are going to look at the world in the Buddha's eyes. It is way more larger, and it may be beyond our imagination. Dear friends, let me ask you a simple question. When you look around at the world, the stars, the sky, your own life, what kind of universe do you think you live in? Most people today, without even realizing it, live in a mechanical, materialistic world. A world where the universe is vast but silent. It has no heart, no meaning built into it. It began with a big bang. It expands, and one day, maybe billions of years from now, it will collapse or fade into cold emptiness. We're told we're just one species on a small planet circling an average star in an unremarkable galaxy. Consciousness? Just a product of neurons. Meaning? A personal choice. The cosmos itself? Silent, objective, indifferent. And it's no wonder that under this view, so many people feel anxious, lonely, spiritually starved, even if they don't know why. But now, let's shift completely. Let's enter the Avataṃsaka world. 1. A universe of wonder, not emptiness. In the Avataṃsaka Sutra, also called the Flower Garland Sutra, we find a very different kind of universe. It is not dead. It is not indifferent. It is not silent. It is alive, radiant, inherently sacred. The entire universe, according to this sutra, is an unfolding expression of awakening, of compassion, and of boundless interconnection. Instead of cold space with isolated galaxies, the Avataṃsaka tells us that every point in space contains infinite worlds. Imagine a single atom, a single grain of dust. Within it are countless Buddhalands, each with its own Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, teachings, forests, rivers, and beings seeking the path. In one atom, countless lands appear. In each land, boundless Buddhas reside. In this vision, the cosmos is not something to fear or conquer. It is something to enter with reverence and awakening. 2. Indra's net. The world is not separate. Let's use a metaphor that the sutra gives us. Indra's net. Imagine a cosmic net stretching infinitely in all directions. At every knot of the net, there is a jewel. Each jewel reflects all other jewels, and every reflection also contains every other reflection. This is a symbol of interpenetration. Nothing exists in isolation. Every being, every thought, every action reflects and shapes the whole. Compare this to how we usually see the world. I am me, and the world is out there. You are separate from me. Trees are just plants. Time ticks forward, 1 second after another. But in the Avataṃsaka view, everything is connected to everything else. You are the tree. You are the sky. You are also the suffering stranger on the street, and the future you haven't yet seen. This is not poetic fantasy, it's spiritual vision. When the mind is purifying, the world becomes transparent. Nothing is separate. 3. The scientific view versus the sacred view. Now, I respect science. It's brought great insights, but we need to see its limits. Science explains the how of things, how cells divide, how stars form, but it struggles with the why. Why is there something rather than nothing? Why do we love? Why do we suffer? In the modern view, the universe doesn't care. In the Avataṃsaka world, the universe does care. In fact, it is care. It is built from intention, from vows, from the great compassion of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Here's a practical example. Imagine you're walking down a city street. You see cars, buildings, trash, maybe some trees. You think, this is just the world. But to a bodhisattva who sees with awakened eyes, every sound is Dharma. Every face is a potential Buddha. Every building is a mandala. Even the trash has a story of karma and transformation. With every step, the bodhisattva sees countless Buddhas, hears countless teachings, and offers gifts to all beings. Same street, different eyes. 4. Consciousness, from byproduct to source. Here's another major difference. In modern thinking, consciousness is an accident, a side effect of brain chemistry. And when the body dies, that's it. Lights out. But in the Avataṃsaka Sūtra, consciousness is not a byproduct, it's the root. The entire cosmos is made of mind, not matter. But not just your mind. It's made of the Buddha mind, that vast, timeless awareness that holds all beings with compassion. This means that our practice, meditation, ethics, compassion, isn't just personal. It's cosmic. When you still your mind and awaken your heart, the entire universe is changed because you are part of its net. 5. Sacred architecture of the cosmos. Now, let's look at the beauty. The sutra is filled with descriptions of incredible realms, far beyond anything in fantasy or science fiction. There are forests made of crystal, trees with golden leaves, whose branches play Dharma music in the wind. Palaces made of lotus light float above oceans of radiant gems. Thrones appear out of pure intention. Beings of all kinds, humans, devas, dragons, and more, gather to hear teachings that echo in infinite directions. Is this just metaphor? From the Avataṃsaka view, no. This is the world as it truly is, when seen with awakened eyes. These realms are not somewhere else. They are right here, but hidden by delusion. Modern eyes see a withered tree. The awakened eyes see a Dharma tree, whose bark holds the stories of ancient vows, whose leaves are blessings for sentient beings. 6. You are part of it. Here's the most beautiful part. You are not excluded from this vision. You don't have to be a monk or nun, or live in a temple. The sutra says clearly, every being has Buddha nature. Every one of us has the potential to open our eyes and see the true cosmos. And when you make even a small vow, a small effort to help others, to awaken your heart, to drop selfishness, the entire net of jewels responds. Your life becomes part of the great unfolding of awakening. You become a node of light in Indra's net. Every step becomes sacred. Every word, a ripple across infinite worlds. 7. What about time? In the modern view, time is a ticking clock. 1 second leads to another. The past is gone, the future not yet here. But in the Avataṃsaka view, time is not so fixed. A single moment can contain lifetimes. A single breath can be eternity. All Buddhas, past, present, and future, exist now in the luminous present. This means your practice now can ripple backward and forward through time. The work you do in this life may bear fruit far beyond your current understanding. 8. So what do we do? The Avataṃsaka Sūtra doesn't just give us cosmic poetry. It gives us a path. It says, live like a bodhisattva. Make great vows. Open your heart to all beings. Practice mindfulness, wisdom, and compassion. Let go of small views. See the world through the eyes of the awakened. And as you do this, your perception will shift. Slowly, gently, beautifully. you will begin to see that even this ordinary world, this room, this breath, this moment is already part of the sacred cosmos. The trash becomes sacred, the terse holy, the suffering something to embrace with love. Final words. So, dear friends, let me leave you with this. We can live in a world that is cold, empty, and separate, or we can live in a universe of infinite light, compassion, and inner being. The Buddha saw this. The Avataṃsaka Sūtra reveals it. And you have the potential to see it too. Not later, not after death. Now, here, in this very breath. All it takes is the willingness to open your heart, purify your vision, and walk the Bodhisattva path, even one small step at a time. In one atom, infinite worlds. In one step, countless Buddhas. In one heart, the entire universe. Thank you for joining us on this journey through living wisdom and Dharma world. If this teaching has touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's continue the conversation in the comments. How do you perceive the world you live in? What does the Avataṃsaka world mean to you? Do you want to live in a universe of infinite light, compassion, and inner being? Until next time, may you have already lived in such a world with light, compassion, and wisdom.